Today, you and I are going to walk through and create a beautiful card using the Sweet Pea collection. I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, we are facing Jack Frost at any time. So, this will be your reminder that no matter what's going on outside, what's going on globally or seasonally, you can make pretty flowers in your craft room. Today, we're going to learn how to take those beautiful flowers, put them on an iconic card that is perfect for those birthdays, those thinking of you, even a wedding card, especially for you, and all sorts of fun things. If you and I have not met, my name is Emily with Heartfelt Creations. Don't be shy, introduce yourselves and let me know where you're watching from. I can't wait to share what we're going to be creating together today. So this is the beautiful sweet pea. It's a flower that crafters all around the globe have fallen in love with and love creating. If you're a crafter that hasn't learned how to create these yet, there's some simple steps that we can take you through to learn how to create these beautiful flowers. That's not what we're going to do today, but we can direct you to a spot where you can learn how to make these. But before we dive into that, I wanted to show you what's in front of me and what we're going to create with. So I have a 5x7 card base utilizing the stunning Sweet Pea paper. This is a color palette that just makes you, I don't know, melt in a puddle. It is a beautiful hues of lavenders and pinks and pastel greens, and just, it's a color combination that's very soft, delicate, and beautiful, right? If you have this paper collection and you've been hoarding it, I'm here to tell you that you can stop hoarding it. We do have it available in the digital downloads, so you can download it, print it, and use it to your heart's content, and not have that fear of running out, okay? So here we go. Back to these beautiful sweet peas. This is a flower that you can make in many different color combinations. If you don't have the original sweet pea stamps and dies, we do have these available in digital downloads where you can download them, print them off in the color that you want. You can color them in the exact techniques that we did with these. You can layer and cluster them together for beautiful, stunning bouquets like this, or you can do some very simple flower shaping. I do have an online class that shows the step-by-steps and exactly how you create this. And we'll get to that how-to a little bit later, or you can leave a comment in the comments below and we can get you the link for that. Okay, so to get started, we are going to create and utilize a lot of the what I call digital element pieces within the Sweet Pea collection. So I cut out this beautiful oval, which you could use it just by itself, like on this card, and utilize the flowers in the background, right? Like you could do that. I have these beautiful like background pieces here that are all ready to be used across many different cards. And I have these in different sizes. I have leaves, I have baby's breath, I have a bouquet. And if you have been on the sidelines, you don't know how to use digital images, let us know in the comments. We'll give you a link so that you can get started and really bust some of the myths that are associated with digital crafting. I used to think it's just something that you're just kind of glued behind a screen all day long and shaking your fists at technology, and it's hard, right? But in fact, it's come alongside me like an assistant in my craft room where it's doing its thing with printing and cutting, and I'm sitting here doing what I love, creating. So here we go. With this, I decided to take one of our stunning oval dies and I'm going to layer it on top and really highlight that soft, subtle flower, okay? I am going to have that come down from the top because of what we're going to be doing today. So you could have this as a top or bottom piece. You really get to choose how you want to do that. So first of all, we're just going to really add lots of dimension on this card. So this would be a card I am hand giving. You could do less dimension if you're doing this at home. And you're going to be mailing it, so totally up to you. But I really wanted to create a card that had all the wow, the pizzazz, and just the all the dimension and glitter and goodness that comes with that. So I think along the lines of somebody special that really appreciates and loves those handmade projects. So this die, everything that I'm using today will be linked for quick and easy ordering. So all the pieces that I have in here comes with this digital file, the digital die cut file. So you do not have to be, wondering, okay, well, where do I get which piece? It's all within the digital die cut file. So we will link that oval die for you. So that you can have quick access to that. The beauty of the digital downloads as well is when you buy them today, you can download and start creating instantly. So you're not waiting around for a mailman or a carrier to show up and deliver the goods for you. You can get started creating what you and I have been learning together immediately. How amazing is that? Like, how stunning? Like, it's like the angels start singing when you start putting this stuff together. Do you feel that way too? So I had a cluster of sweet pea flowers that I wanted to use on here. This is the beauty of, at times just sit down when you don't know what to create and just make a bunch of flowers, okay? So we can put this pretty much anywhere on our card that we prefer. We could put it on the side. We could put this on the top. Now, if you're going to put that in the top, you're going to have more dimension if you're just really going to just put that on the top of the frame with those flowers coming down the side. Or if you wanted to put this kind of on the side, you can kind of tuck those dimensional flowers in and you kind of have the best of both worlds there, okay? So I think that's what I'm going to be doing today, and then we're going to layer our beautiful little girly. We might even do this the opposite direction so that it looks like the little girl is looking at the flowers, okay? See that? It just comes together so beautifully. So this is the beauty of having those pieces all ready for you. Now I am going to add some of my little vining pieces in the background, and I'm going to add those last because I want to just put in some of those pieces, cut them apart, and really utilize that. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun, and we're going to add a layer of hot glue to these dimensional flowers, and we're just going to have those come down the side. Now, I don't know about you, but I just find that this creates such stunning cards very beautifully, very simply. So you can really have them for all occasions, your birthday, your special celebrations. It could even be a Mother's Day card. I know we're quite a long ways from Mother's Day, but it is a very beautiful way that you can utilize these for different occasions. This one, like I said, we'll link, some of these pieces are from different collections, so we'll link those as well. But there you have that little, I love those little angel wings, so adorable. Then you can go back and you can add whichever of these vining flowers you want. I think I'm going to pop some blues in there, and I'm going to add some dimension to those using my foam mat with a stylus. If you don't have the basic stylus yet, we do have some of those in stock yet. Those are going to be available until they sell out, and then they'll be gone for good. But that comes with a mat, a couple basic tips, and the stylus in case you don't have that yet. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to clip this apart, and then we're going to see where we want to add those little extra pieces just for that extra pizzazz, okay? I know this kind of gives some people just a kind of a heart palpitations when you see me just randomly clipping these apart, but the more you do it, the better you will feel about it. And if you accidentally clip something apart where you don't want it, you can always kind of glue it back together. And then you can bring those in and put those into the background. Do you see how that beautiful flower just comes in at the background? You can arch this around this little girl so she looks like she's kind of sitting in there. Whoops. Sorry, I kind of went off screen there. You can just do a couple of those layers and you kind of have that continuation on the bottom of the card, okay? Now, you could add a sentiment. So you could have stamped that in the center in the beginning. You can print a sentiment. You can add whatever you want. Sometimes I choose to wait because I don't know what occasion I'm going to use the card for. So it's like waiting there, and then I'll have some sentiments in a box or somewhere that are really easy to just add, that are printed, that I can, just have for different occasions, so that when I have that last minute birthday, that last minute wedding, and so forth, I can go into my box of cards, add the sentiment, and voila, it looks like I spend a lot of time with it. And the truth is, you do, but it's not a rush time of like, oh my gosh, I need to make a card and my brain is freezing. I don't like to create in that atmosphere. I like to create because it's fun, and I'm just creating because I want to make something beautiful, right? So that creates a little bit more of that, what I call the therapy aspect, versus just the rush, like this is another thing on my to-do list today. So here is a basic concept that you can utilize if you felt like you're stuck, if you felt like Jack Frost is going to harvest all your outdoor flowers soon, if you're living in a region like we are. And if you're sitting there and you're like, Emily, these flowers are gorgeous, I have to know how to make them. We have had gobs of crafters that have taken an online class with the sweet peas, and that online class shows all the ways, all the different ways to shape these beautiful florals. It is in a paid online class. That class is 2 hours in length. It's $30, or you have instant access to it when you are an insider member. If you're not an insider member, you can become one for $12.99 a month, and you have access to not just this class, but also all other classes we've ever done in the past. There's over 50 of them. They're 2 hours in length. They all sell for $30 each. And the perks of being an insider member, you also get a 40% discount on all the digital downloads. So if you don't have the Sweet Pea collection, you can become an insider member. You automatically have access to this class, plus you can get a 40% discount on all the digital images and 20% discount on, your crafting basic essentials that you don't have, that you want to stock up on, and you get free shipping in the US. So it's a no-brainer. It's basically the cost of 2 of your favorite beverages. So here we go. This one is a card using that stunning die, and you can literally just pop one of those beautiful flower clusters, add a sentiment, and you're good to go. So that's another way that you can really utilize those flowers very simply and have those stunning cards that your friends rave about and say, look at what you made. In fact, I'm like, look at what I made. Do you feel like that? That's the joys of creating, right? I'm so grateful you joined me today. Let me know in the comments what your aha moment is, what you've learned today. I'd love to see what you create based on what we learned together today. If you need any of the links, we've added them. If you have trouble finding anything, let us know in the comments. We're happy to help you. Until next time, happy creating.